See that?
Welcome to the Eagle Talk Show. Soon you will be soaring high with your host, Mengistu Wolokoli, aka the Black Eagle, and the esteemed Dr. Kete Kumamare. Don't miss the flight. Let's take off together.
Good evening, everybody. This is Mengistu Wolokoli, aka the Black Eagle. Tonight, our talk show, our show for tonight, Eagle Talk Uncut. Tonight we have the esteemed Honorable Richie E. Gear. He will be speaking on a few things tonight. I hope you guys sit back, enjoy the show, and I hope they share, like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also share and like the thing on Facebook. Thank you, everybody. Mr. Gear. Good morning, good evening, Mr. Gear. Thank you for joining the show today. Eagle Talk Uncut.
Thank you, Majesty. It's good having me on your program.
Thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure to join us. Hopefully, we'll be able to learn some stuff from you this evening. Thank you, and look forward to a fruitful and meaningful debate.
Thank you, Majesty.
So we go. What question I have heard you speak of some stuff, and I have seen a couple of your podcasts where you spoke about Burkinabes in the forest of Grand Jita. Can you elaborate, educate the listeners to what you were speaking of?
Thank you, Majesty. And since 2000, firstly, my name is Richie Greer. Majesty call me Gear. And I I prefer you calling me Richie because Richie. I love my name. I love my name. My name is not Gear. My name is Greer. So just call me Richie.
Greer.
Yeah, Greer. Like you saying great, Great. Replace the R, the last R replace the T with R, Grear. Instead of Great. So it's like great, Greer.
Okay.
Greer. Yeah, Richie Greer. Thank you. Yeah, Richie Greer. Thank you, Majesty. In 2016, when Madam Sally was still the president of the Republic of Liberia, there was an incursion of people that we took to be hunters from the Grand Jita and the Grand Jita Ivory Coast border. They crossed the Kavala and got into Grand Jita, into the territories of Grand Jita. Honorable Chesia Grant at the time was the superintendent. And God may have it, some of my people and I tried to create awareness, not knowing that this thing was going to be like a syndicate. And I want to be blunt here this evening. You know, our former president is a friend to Alassane Ouattara. Alassane Ouattara is the president in the Ivory Coast.
Who's former president?
Your former president, Helen Johnson Sirleaf.
Okay.
And Sirleaf is the president. I mean, is a friend to Alassane Ouattara. They are from way down the line, the African Development Bank, and went way up there to meet in the UN sector or something. But look, what really happened that I can trace the history is after the toppling of Sankara by Blaise Compaoré. Blaise Compaoré was overthrown and is now settling in Ivory Coast. His remnant, soldiers that fought on his side, or those who are loyal to him, his loyalists, follow him in the Ivory Coast. And so, since the Ivorian absorbed into the civil service or maybe giving employment, they try to find means that they can get some job to be done. And looking at Grand Guinea, we the crown people in the Ivory Coast, we are also in the Ivory Coast, and they notice that we are kind of a little soft to deal with. They found that means to manipulate Grand Guineans, and that is how the Burkinabe started coming in. When they started coming in, I want to assume the certain representative at the time, who was Honorable Chesia Grant, allowed them, because he did not come to me to say, "Oh, I allowed them."
Richie, when you say allow them, how does a sitting senator allow foreigners to come into the country?
That is where I'm coming. At the time, in fact, he was not senator. He was a representative for district number 2. It's a district number 3 of Grand Guinea County.
He was a representative. Well, I'm just saying, he was a representative when the Burkinabes started to come into Liberia.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
He was a representative. Yep.
Okay. So my question now, how does a representative have the authority or the responsibility to allow foreigners to come into a county?
That is where I was going.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So there are things that are happening on the ground that I do not just want to go into just in depth like that, because I will be insinuating. So what he said, what Honorable Grant said, was these people were bringing development. The Burkinabes were bringing development, thinking that while we were protesting, advocating that the land of Grand Guinea should not be used by these Burkinabe. In the first place, it was the Burkinabe that helped Charles Taylor, to get rid of Grand Guineans. I'm not saying other Liberians are not fighting Grand Guineans, but people who actually fought the war in Grand Guinea was the Burkinabes. So, like some of us who were old, when the war was coming, I was already a man. It means that I already graduated from high school and knew what went on. So when these guys came in, we started protesting. These are the same people that took us from here. And some of us, our parents died in exile. So how do you permit these guys to come as poor as they are, and they say they will develop the land? Going on, this guy came and started settling. I'm talking about 2016 until now. Now I can say approximately we have more than 66,000 of these people living in the Grand Gita forest. And it was initiated by the former president. Allegedly initiated by the former president. President Weah, between you and myself, who is aware, decided to not even audit Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, went straight to the point and all of her activities. You getting me? Started duplicating what Madam Sirleaf did. Why we were voting for him. We did not call these people to order. Under his administration, he visited Grand Gita once, and I remember he said to the people of Grand Gita County, these people are our brothers and sisters. Look, at the school of journalism that I went to, I am taught as a Pan-Africanist, and that is the ideology of Kwame Nkrumah. And that is within me. I should love all Africans, but not Africans coming to take over land under a dubious means. Most especially violating the Constitution, Article 22 of the Liberian Constitution. You understand? So
I'm listening.
After our advocacy and everything, we could not understand. A lot of radio stations from the States, even here, interview me on this very topic. And I continue to repeat myself, and I will repeat myself, that the young guys that are coming, they should be prepared and get this one from me. Lot of our educators, the lawyers, the well-intellectual people from Grand Gita, none of them, absolutely none of them are speaking. Because of what? Because the power that be. They were always linking with the power that be. No one want to speak anything against these guys that were coming in. But some of us, the way God did us.
So the question to you, what do you want the government of Liberia to do when it comes to the Burkinabes in the forest of Grand Gita?
Thank you. What I want for the leadership of the UP to do, these people are our African brothers, especially from the same region.
Listen to my question. I said, what do you want the government of Liberia to do?
Sure. Listen to your question. I understood your question. We are Africans. We are all West Africans. They are not refugees. No one is fighting in Burkina Faso. No war is being fought. If they are coming as refugees, I was in Ghana for 15 years as refugees. They should go and report to the LRRC and their names are taken. And not in the Grand Gita forest. In fact, as we speak, there's a battle system going on. A Grand Gita will give just a little portion of land that is to brush for planting of cocoa. These guys will extend the farm to maybe about 200 to 500 acres. And that is a serious conflict that is taking place in Grand Gita right now. And so since we do not want for any conflict to take place, the government of Liberia should, as soon as possible, which we've been reiterating, should intervene. Because at the end of the day, the government will now spend a lot of money instead of putting halt to this thing immediately. So that is what we want. That is what I am requesting. And a lot of other young guys, that is what we are requesting.
Richie. My audience and myself still do not understand.
Yep.
We have Burkinabes who have migrated to Liberia. They were part of the Blaise Compaoré regime due to the overthrow of Blaise Compaoré from Burkina Faso. Blaise Compaoré, for history reference, was one of the people who assassinated Thomas Sankara in 1987, if I'm not mistaken. And he
Mhm.
stayed in power till up to 2016 when he was overthrown also.
Mhm.
Blaise Compaoré currently live in Ivory Coast from your reporting or from what you just explained to me. I don't know for
Sure.
a fact. He live in Ivory Coast because Ivory
Sure.
Coast, Ivory Coast, and so forth. And his cohorts, due to not having no jobs for them in Ivory Coast, Ivorian and Ouattara of Ivory Coast, president, friends with former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, allowed the Burkinabés of Blaise Compaoré to move into Liberia, migrate to Liberia,
Sure.
and they currently live in the Grand Jide forest.
Sure.
So my question to you is,
Yep.
what do you want the government of Liberia to do? What action should the government of Liberia take against these individuals? As you have said, about 60,000 Burkinabés live in the Grand Jide forest.
Yeah. Okay. And I repeat myself. You said that there are several ways of being a migrant. Are you
Yes.
migrating as a refugee? Are they refugees? Are they economic migrants? Which of the migration are they on? So if you are migrating and you have problem, you report yourself to the government and don't go settle in the forest, damage in the forest. The government should take record of these people. They should not settle in the forest. Number one, it's not our security in the whole West Africa. I mean, the West Africa is not setting because you have so men, more than 60,000 persons settled in the forest, unknown purporting that they are making farms, but they are not farmers.
Where are you getting your 60,000 number from?
Well, these 60,000 numbers we are getting, they said 20. In fact, just recently, it was reported by the investigator, a newspaper, run by Leonard Dodo on the social media. They said 23,000, but we have taken infantry, people that we've met, those that are immigration, people that we've interacted with. In fact, some of them are putting it at 100,000. But approximately,
Richie, so you say one person, another person is saying 23, you are saying 60, another person is saying 100,000. So
yeah,
where are you guys getting your facts from? And is it possible for you guys to provide us with these numbers on another day? Not right now, but I can reach out in a week or two. I can get those numbers from you. What method did you guys use, or what method were used in order to get this number stating that we have this amount of Burkinabés in the Grand Jide forest? Is this government data that you guys have putting out, or who were the private entity that counted, that did a survey censor on the people in the forest, the Burkinabés in the Grand Jide forest?
A very good question. The reason for which I will not come up bluntly to say I got this figure from XYZ is because most of these people come under the cover of darkness, and what we've gotten from our people issue, we have people on the ground that work alone. So numbers we get from our people and the source from the investigator, and you could do your own background investigation. You can get the Liberia Land Authority involved. You can get the immigration involved. You can get people who are supposed to be conduit of records of aliens in the country. L triple RC. These people could give you a fitting number. From us, our statistics stand from guys that we are working with in Grand Gita. They gave us these figures. You understand? They gave us these figures. And the figures they give us are authentic. We do not have to go and say what you are telling us, because if the government has started to do background investigation and then it means why these people are coming in like this. To work as farmers is good. But why should they come in and just settle in the forest?
Richie, I understand. What I'm trying to understand, the numbers that you are getting from your guys on the ground, you are saying 60,000 from what you guys have. You are saying 60,000, correct?
Line is so bad.
Hello? I can hear you now. Hello? Hello?
Hello, the line was bad. I wasn't getting you.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm trying to understand something, trying to get my audience to understand. Trying to get the audience to understand. You are saying your numbers you have is 60,000. Where are you guys getting your numbers from? And what? And I ask the question again. What do you want if President Boyka were to come to you right now, Mr. Honorable Richie Gear? What do you want me to do? What action do you want me to take when it comes to the Burkinabes in Grand Gita? What action will you recommend to the president if you had the president's ears?
The president took oath on that day when he was being inaugurated, when he was being sworn into office. He took oath to protect Liberians and the territorial integrity of this country. So if you have aliens who we will consider as illegal, if you have aliens who are illegal and even not settling in a town and settling in a forest with you, in the forest, total numbers you don't have, there is a problem. You have a security problem on hand. You have Boko Haram, you have all of the fighters around here. You have this guy who is in the Burkina Faso right now who is working hard. Do these guys planning to leave from here and carry on subversive activity? Liberia will be involved. It is the president's prerogative to work overnight, get the figure of these people, know how many are in the country, what are they doing here, what are they settling in the forest. You don't know whether they are taking training in the forest. So the entire West Africa is not safe because of the number of people in there. So the president has the prerogative to investigate these people, either enemies, because I know the immigration is involved, the how do you get Liberian land authority is involved.
Immigration is involved in what?
Oh, but who do you go through when you are coming as an alien or a foreigner in a country?
No, that's okay.
Is it not the immigration?
Richie, no, I agree. I'm saying when my question stays staying. Let me ask the question this way. I understand what you are saying about the Burkinabes. You know, let's say they are. So you and others will call them illegal immigrants, right? So my question to you, hypothetically, if you had the ears of President Joseph Numa Boyka, what would be your action? What would be your plan? What advice will you give to the president about this.
I said it. Maybe the interruption, because like I said a few minutes ago, it fluctuates. The internet fluctuates. So I am repeating myself. I am saying the president took oath to protect lives and property.
I heard that.
What I want him to do,
Richie, I heard that.
What I want him to do is have these people in the forest out of the forest. They are migrant, whatever they come from, let them be under the control of the Liberia triple RRC, and not to be settling in the forest. They should leave the forest and come to town. That is what I want for the president to do, and have them listed to know how many aliens that are in the country. It's not only in Grand Gita, they are also in River G. And people are even telling me that some of them are advancing in other counties. So,
my question then now, so when these people enter Liberia, they did not enter Liberia with a laissez-passer or with the passports that they were registered at the borders and stuff? Is that what you are saying?
No, because if you are coming under the cover of darkness, you will obviously come. Let me just say something to you. Let me just reveal something to you. It has been speculated that Grand Gideon themselves are going for these people to work for them on their farm. Is the Grand Gideon not a Liberian? The Grand Gideon is a Liberian. So why should the security apparatus, why should people allow a citizen or citizens to just have their own will, to just go across and bring people? So it means that we don't have security. It means that we don't have security because no one.
Let me ask this question. So, from what you are explaining to me and explaining to my audience, you are saying that the border of Grand Gita is not secure, and or the immigration office and police people at the border of Grand Gita and stuff are being bribed to allow people to enter into the country illegally, so that they have allowed illegal aliens to enter the country, about 60,000, due to the lack of properly trained, properly equipped, and underpaid immigration officers at the border in Grand Gita. Is that your assessment?
My assessment, I do not want to use the word bribe, because when I'm using the word bribe, I should be able to say, oh, the bribe, how do you call him? Or Majestu. So guys that are coming in, it may have some semblance of bribery, it may have some semblance of corruption, it may have a lot of other factors that may have led to people coming into the country without.
Let's take the bribery out. So are you saying that from 2016, our borders have not been secure because the lack of properly trained, properly equipped, and properly paid immigration and border officers, that we have allowed 60,000 Burkinabes illegal migration into the Republic of Liberia?
Yeah, there are other root causes. Because it's not only that the people are not well paid, and it's not only that the people are not well trained. Those are all genuine factors you're talking about. But the issue that has to do with any Grand Gideon or any Liberian for that matter, it can be in Lofa. You jump from somewhere in Lofa, you get in Guinea, you just bring people in to work for you. I'm not too sure. So it alludes to the fact that people are not really working. People are not trained to do the work, or either maybe because these people that are coming in, they gave some money for them to come in. It may be the truth. It may be the case. That may be the case. Who knows? But
Okay,
for me
but
to
I'm
just come out
saying,
and say,
but when if is there a special role, a hiding, a underground railroad that the citizens are bringing the Burkinabes into Liberia that you may know about, that the government of Liberia don't know about, or are they passing through the regular border?
let me say, we have now we are getting rich with lawyers. There is a notable lawyer from Grand Gide. I won't call his name because almost everybody may likely know him. He was contacted by a Carter Center when I advocated. He was hired by Carter Center to go and see what is happening there. Why going? I thought he would have connected us, those that are advocating, those that are in Grand Gide. He just left and went. When he returned, I asked him, I said, look, what news from Grand Gide? He said, look, my brother, we just have to talk to our family people. We have to educate our people. I got furious. I should not talk to my people. It is, excuse me, government's prerogative to put all of our citizens in place so that we cannot just go across the border and just bring anybody in. It means that I can just go right across the border and bring in cocaine and bring in any drugs that I want to bring in to spoil the children.
Okay,
That is why it means to me.
Richie, I just asked you a question. You say you want to talk blunt. This is Ego Talk Uncut. I want you to be blunt. Don't dodge around the question. When I'm asking you, you can't want to be blunt on one side and then you want to be diplomatic on the other side. I asked you the question. I'm gonna ask the question again.
Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Is there a special road that Grand Gideons are passing underground railroad where there no immigration officers know about this, that they are passing the Burkinabes through, that you know about, that the Republic of Liberia immigration police and army does not know about, that they are passing the Burkinabes through, or are Grand Gideons, Liberians, going across and bringing the people and passing them right through the border as it is right now? Which is happening?
Yeah, from every indication, I would like to agree with the latter. Because people are bringing in people. It's not by speculation. Even in my own village, I have a problem with someone there who's brought in people without even consulting and giving out land. He gave out land to the man. He brought a farm and then brought your own farm, plant cocoa and all those things. So it is almost like no secret. It is almost like no secret. Though we have our borders are so porous, from all the way from Nimba coming all the way going towards Maryland and passing through Kavala River, going all the way Maryland. The borders are porous. People can just pass.
All right. So our assessment here is stating that from 2016 to now, that the borders of Liberia is not secure.
You've been interrupted. I didn't get your question.
I said, from everything you just explained, from 2016 to now, and probably going forward, that our borders of Liberia, from Nima, Lofa, all the way down to Maryland and Kavala River, our borders are not secure.
Our borders are what?
I said Can you hear me? Hello?
Yep, the internet is so bad. Please repeat the question.
I said, is it safe to assume that from 2016 that our borders from Lima, Lofa, all the way down to Maryland, our borders were not secure, and it is currently not secure?
Yes.
Okay.
That is a big yes, capital yes.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So now I like to criticize. I like to not criticize, constructive criticism or something, but I think that when we in this space are talking about something like this, I like for people to give a solution. Maybe somebody will yell us later on, maybe something that will reach to the president, regardless of party affiliation, regardless of personal affiliation. Liberia is all we have. So what would be your suggestion on how we can secure our borders?
Well, in the first place, we need patriots. And how do you have a patriot? You have a patriot if the man is well paid, if he's well paid to. The patriotism will be seen more than having someone who's not being well paid, someone who goes to work on his own and maybe is just left with no supervision, So it's a little tough question for only me. But my own answer is the training, and also people should be well paid. And those who are assigned to these borders should have a second thought, because you allow people to come into the country. We are Africans, yes, we agree we are Africans, but the form and manner they are coming and playing with land. Because land, you look at land, it is a source of identity. Today, if I went and took over the whole of Zozo place in Lofa County that belongs to fighting group of Loma people, and I would just go there and take the whole of Zozo, there is a problem right there. Or just go there and start and take part of the land from the Lofian. You've misplaced your identity, because guys who are coming, you do not know how. In the first place, their mindset is quite different. They are coming as a business people. And even if you are coming as a business person, come honor the law. It should be legal. You don't come under these dubious circumstances and then somebody say, oh, the Grangidians bringing them in. The Grangidians are bringing the people in. Yeah, you may be right, one way or another, but it is not any Grangidian just wake up, go Ghana and bring people in. No. The government should be aware, who are you bringing in? Why are you bringing them in? So these are things that we're talking just to. It doesn't mean that we don't want for our people to go to farming. But if they left with eye alone, people that are bringing you, pay them, they work for you, they pay them, they go. But giving them land, doing barter system, oh, your cocoa here, you play my own cocoa. 40%, 60% for you, 40% for me. That guy stay there. He have children there. That land belongs to him, because tomorrow you pass away. At the end of the day, what they are doing in the Ivory Coast now, it will be a serious fight. And by that time, you may not even be around to even able to defend your children, to defend those things that you did behind there. And just
All right.
Only for the motorbike. You get somebody motorbike, give
So,
2,000 acres of land.
okay, so what you are trying to portray, we're trying to convey is that the government of Liberia should and must and they need to go in there and get a count of all the people that are in there. And if
Sure.
they are there for farming, are you trying to what's the word? I'm gonna use a diplomatic term. Return them to their homes, or what? What is the next step? What happens? What happens when the government go in there to count? What happened? What's next?
Very good. What next? They will be accounted for. The activities are exposed because they will not be in the forest. They will be under the ambient of the LRRC, and they will not be just opened loose like that in the forest. Whereas you came to me, you came to my home. When I go in the bush to cut panels or to fetch water or to cut wood, you, the Burkinabe, will tell me you don't have to go over there. They have given me that land, they gave it to me. Can you imagine? Those are avenues for conflict. Those are avenues that will bring about conflict and bring about even war, because you will not tell me that don't go to your ancestors' village. Don't go. For my father was a farmer. A lot of butter pear trees, oranges, cola nuts. Is why he planned to send me to school. Now, my uncle gave that place to the people. And then when the people go there to get these things, don't come here any longer. This place is given to us. Can you imagine? So,
okay, so
there is a tendency that guys who will not be temperance enough will fight back. They will fight back. And when they are fighting back, it will not only be the Burkinabe they will be fighting, they will also start fighting other people who gave the land. Because I'm in Monrovia. Okay. Somebody is giving land over there. Say, oh, the people in Monrovia, let's give the land out without even consultation.
Okay, so my question to you: why can't you guys? Why can people who are aggrieved, who feel some kind of way that they feel that they have been hurt by this action, why can't you guys now sue the government of Liberia or sue the person, the person who is selling the land? Why can't you not take it in court?
Very good. You've come to the point. There is a guy who will be going out of the LR of the Liberia Land Authority. He's called Councillor. No, not Councillor. It's Anthony. He's a chairperson. I have prepared a letter, and under the Info Act law, any citizen can ask anyone, especially you are a public servant, to give account how many land did you give out in Grangide? What are those proceeds that you've collected from the citizens? You're not giving out the land for nothing. You are paying the people. They pay money for it, and even some of the international institutions. So I will be writing Moniba. His name is Moniba. I don't know what I'm correctly spelling. I mean, pronouncing the name. Moniba. Not Clarence Moniba, please. It's not Clarence. It's not Clarence. The guy at the Liberia Land Authority. His name is one Moniba. Adams Moniba.
Okay.
Anthony Adams Moniba should give us. In fact, he's just being accused in recent time again for some land issue at the Africa.
Is that it? They had that was issue for Hotel Africa land. Say he sold land on around Hotel Africa or at Hotel Africa.
It's the same fellow. It's the same guy.
Okay.
So if communication is on its way, And he's supposed to be leaving by December. He's supposed to be leaving the Liberal Land Authority by December, like I heard. But he needs to answer a lot of questions regarding Grand Gita, regarding River G. He has a lot of things to answer because he will not put fire on the house and leave the house burning and run away. He will not. And I'm also calling the president to hold this gentleman, let him give account of all of the proceeds that he generated from Grand Gita, that he generated, and those people that are working with him in the county, in this county. The Moneyba is having a lot of questions. He having a lot of questions to answer.
Okay.
But the president should not let him go now because the question that he's supposed to answer too much.
Okay, so my question to you and to the lawyers and so forth. If he sold these lands, which he was not authorized to sell, why can the government not repossess those land and remove people of those land that he was not authorized to sell?
That's a clear cut. You know what hurt me most? As somebody who's been working for the Forestry Development Authority for almost about 20 years now, is that the forest has been damaged. Now, I've educated my people in Green Gita from Chris Billiton. It was under his administration this land thing started. I have educated my people that don't damage the forest. The forest will stand and make money all by itself. I started this ever since. I wrote the paramount chiefs, I wrote the clan chiefs, I wrote those who are responsible. But yet, like I said, we have something in Liberia almost like an imperial president, the imperial presidency, where when the president is in power, nobody can say anything to that president. And it started ever since. So there are a lot of things that took place before we reached this day. I wrote them. But the forest in Grand Gita is damaged. The forest in Grand Gita is damaged. Okay? So even if the president, if Joe Nyama Boakai will take any step now, will be good. Because what I know is Majestu, the guy will not carry the land, because as far as, even if you sign paper, you have violated the Constitution. That's my first reliance. Secondly, most of them who are doing this thing, they don't know the law. They only know that when I go over there, I bring a man can work for me, whatever the men are working for you, those documents you people are signing, they are just a childish play because they are not going through legal processes. This Moneyba guy from Liberian Land Authority, you will not ask him that maybe he's selling land. For his part, the land right law, you got me? The land right law gives him and the Liberal Land Authority the go ahead to be able to give land to communities. But so because you have such an opportunity, you abuse it. That is why he abused the right that is given him. Misapply the law that is supposed to be applied. So that is where he will be caught. And how is he giving the land? Who gave him the authority? What is he doing? How are they proceeding? So the man in Grand Gita who is giving the land up, he will be caught. Then the money by the others money by he will be brought in, and people who are connected will be brought in. So it's a long road. It's a long road that will be pulling people. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So thank you for this right here. I appreciate it. I'm gonna switch the topic a little bit to I know I sent you an article and speaking on the Unity Party chairman, Luther, wasn't it Luther Tapia, if I'm not mistaken, on people in his partisan wants him to resign from the position of the party chair if you work in government or resign from the government to work in the party. You know, That's a thing in politics. They say when your opponent house is on fire, don't add more fire on it because that fire might spread to you. You know, but I think that for me, the reason why I'm speaking on this is the fact of lack of understanding of the law that people are trying to apply to Luther Tapia and the guy from LPRC and various heads of the Unity Party cohorts that people are talking about what the code of conduct states. I think people are misinterpreting the code of conduct. The code of conduct does not state that if you hold a position in a party that you cannot hold a government job. I think that the mistake that people are trying to make, or the allegation they're trying to put against Mr. Tapia and the various people of the head of Unity Party is the wrong argument that they are making, because legally they are not breaking any law, so they can hold government official and be bosses in their political party. I think it's a moral argument that people need to make, that if you cannot be a hypocrite on a judge when President Weah was president, and the things that they did when you talk about corruption and you talk about character, when you talk about what is right, what is in the best interest of the country, that President Weah and Vice President Joel Howard Taylor administration was not doing it. And when it comes to your administration, you throw all morality out the door. So when it comes to the law, they are not breaking the law. If that's what the argument is going to be, then they need to keep quiet about it, because he is not breaking the law. It just states in there, anybody can challenge me on this, it states in there that you cannot practice, you cannot conduct party business between the working hours for government, which is between 8:30 and 4 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So if he's not conducting party business during work hours, then he's not breaking the law. If he's doing it after work hours, then he is not. Then he's doing what the Constitution, what the and what the code of conduct says that he should do. What say you on that front?
Well, you got to please repeat yourself. Are we discussing Luther Tapia?
Yes, the chairman of Unity Party. The article I sent you.
And
well, internet sucks in this country.
And you're talking about using the hour to conduct party activities. I didn't get. You asked. I understand question because I heard Luther Tapia, the code of conduct, and I heard using the office hour instead for the party.
Yeah. Hello? Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Eagle Talk Show. Soon you will be soaring high with your host, Mengistu Wolokoli, aka the Black Eagle, and the esteemed Dr. Kete Kumamare. Don't miss the flight. Let's take
ladies and gentlemen, this will conclude our show for the night. Thank to Mr. Richie Gia, and I hope you guys were able to get educated on some of the stuff that we were talking about. I apologize for our internet service. You know, we don't have good internet service in our country. These are some of the improvements that we need to make when it comes to the development of our beloved nation. Uh, I hope everybody enjoy the show. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We'll try to bring you more insightful, more educated debate topics. We hope that we are able to fulfill your uh, intellectual curiosity in some of the stuff that is happening across our country and across the continent. Everybody, thank you for watching. This is Mengistu Woloko, aka the Black Eagle. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for watching. May God bless you and may God bless Africa. God bless Liberia. Thank you.